Let's take a moment and walk through the audio settings on Pioneer's DEH-X5700HD. So from any of my sources, like HD radio here, we'll press in on the volume control and we're going to roll along until we find the audio menu. Here's the audio menu. And the first thing that comes up is the fader. If you don't see the fader control in your menu, go back to the initial settings menu and make sure that you have your speakers set to full range speakers, the rear speaker output. If you do that, you'll have a fader menu. And we'll press in on the volume control here. Here we can fade from the front to the rear. Once you've got the setting that you like there, you can press go back and roll over to our next setting, which is our balance control. We'll press enter there. Here we can balance right to left and choose the setting that you like. We'll go back and roll over to our next setting, which is our equalizer settings. For more information about setting up the EQ, check out the equalizer video. Let's roll over to the next setting, which is our loudness control, and right now our loudness is turned off. If we press in on the volume control, we switch loudness on to its low setting, touch it again for the mid, touch it one more time for the high setting, and we can switch it off with one more touch. We'll switch the loudness on for right now to its low setting. Let's roll over to the next setting, which is our subwoofer control. If you do not see subwoofer in this audio menu, go back to your initial setup menu and choose subwoofer for your RCA output. Right now our subwoofer is turned off, so we're going to touch the volume control in and switch subwoofer on with its normal phase. We could touch it again and switch the subwoofer on to its reverse phase. One more time would switch the subwoofer off. We want the subwoofer on, so we're going to and in its normal phase, so we'll leave it there and roll over to the next setting, which is subwoofer control. If you don't see the subwoofer control menu in your audio settings, it's because you have the subwoofer switched off in the previous menu. This is our subwoofer control. We'll press enter here. Our first setting is the crossover frequency, and we have a number of crossover frequencies to choose from, but from 50 to 200 Hertz. Choose the crossover frequency that works best for you. Then press in on the volume control. Here we can choose to boost or cut the subwoofer output at that given frequency, and we have a wide range of settings to choose from there. Press in again and we roll over to the next setting, which is the slope. At this crossover point we can choose between 12 and 24 dB per octave on that slope setting. Once you've made the settings for your subwoofer that work best for you, we can press the go back button and roll over to our next setting, which is our bass boost setting. Press in on the volume control here and we can add a little more bottom into the system or take that back down to 0. When you're done making that setting, you can go back and roll over to the next setting, which is our high pass filter setting, and we'll press in here. You'll only see the high pass filter setting if you have your rear speakers set up as full range in the initial setup menu. We'll press in here to get into the high pass filter setting. Right now the high pass filter is turned off, which means our speaker outputs are set to full range. If we roll over, we can switch the high pass filter on and choose a crossover point. Right now it's 50 Hertz. Choose a crossover point that makes sense for you. And you can press in on the volume control to change the slope of that crossover point between 12 and 24 dB per octave at 125 Hertz. When you're done there, you can press the back button and roll over again. That takes us back around to our fader. At any time, you can exit the audio menu by pressing the band button.